Good morning, everybody. Today, our next coffee is being prepared as a French press. I decided to do that because why not? It's one of the simplest ways to brew coffee. If you are interested on getting to know how to make coffee, that's easy. I mean, I'm not gonna over talk this time. Maybe I will do. Who knows? I don't know. What do I know? Maybe just how to brew some coffee. All right. We got some visitors. We got some side baristas. Hazırlıyorum. Oraya mı oturacağım? Gel. So this time I'm going to cook or brew some Brazil from Ali Bey. A good friend of mine who has his own roast profiles. And for French press I am going to do, again, for 200 milliliters I will do like 15 grams in. And we will grind this on the coarsest level possible, if you want to, because French press is when the water and the coffee has for the longest time contact. So if you do fine, it will be turn very intense. And also with the filtering, with this part, if you do too fine, you will have like coffee grinds in your cup. You don't want that. All right. Let's grind those beans. I forgot to change the grind level. So I have a mixed grind now. What we do in this case, I mean, yeah, I can tell it's pretty mixed. And since I'm brewing only for myself, I don't care. But I will recommend you to have a even grinded beans. Take my advice if you start learning or doing this for the first time. But it looks totally fine. All right. Again, use a timer to see how fast or how slow you want to go on the extraction time. I will let it sit for a second because this time I think I brewed the coffee pretty hot. So as you can tell, every time different experience. Because I have been through all the experience. And at home, I'm not that strict with every rule. But if you do in a coffee shop, you have to. It's important because everybody needs to have a similar experience as a customer. Yeah, I think that's fine. So again, we will do a blooming with around 20 to 30 milliliters of water. And with that being said, I start the timer. We pre-wet all the coffee grinds. You can use a wooden spoon or anything to steer it. Just make sure everything gets in contact. And after around 30 seconds, you can watch it. I really love to see the blooming happening. Sometimes the coffee grinds go off, like it blows a little bit. And now I will just fill it up. Put the lid on it. Wait a little bit. There is one more hack I'm doing. And so the time is running. We don't need the scale anymore, just the timer. And I just push the top part of the coffee grinds into the water. And this way I just leave it brewing for 3 minutes. With French press, I do wait for the longest time, I think. Because the coffee grinds are pretty coarse. So this way you make sure you extract pretty nicely. Grab a cup. Pre-wet the cup to make sure it doesn't cool off too much when you do your first pour. Today I use kind of a fancy cup. Yeah, you can comment what you want to see next. Let me know what you think about the methods. Yeah, there is not much to say now. So you can see the coffee grinds flowing down. You should wait until, wait, can you see this? You should wait until all the coffee grinds from the top move down. And for this, you can steer it a little bit, give it some movement, and then they will settle on the bottom part. And that also helps a little bit of extraction, some movement in there. All right. Now I'm pushing down all the coffee beans. Now I show myself instead of the coffee. So I pushed it down. This way you make sure that your coffee grinds are separated from the water pouring into your cup. All right, no coffee grinds. Looks a lot more oily than it was on on the last coffees we did. Maybe you can see this way. And we enjoy. This one also is a pretty dark roast. It's an omni roast. You can use this also as espresso extraction for mocha pot or even portafilters. So if you like pretty classic coffee flavors, a lot of chocolate, you can go like for dark roasted Brazil, Santos. There is much more. Slight fruity flavors. Coffee beans are fruits. You should never expect just to have full chocolates or whatever. My experience, or let's say my judgment about coffee. It's nice. Not too complicated. So what do you think about French press in this way? And did you ever tried it? What's your experience with it? I mean, I hope to talk to people that try to gain experience in this case. If not, sure, leave it a comment and let me know what you think. See you next time on some other coffee methods.